Welcome to the treasure trove of folk tales, a magical collection of stories that have inspired generations. Embark on a mythical journey with heroes, fairies, and enchanting creatures, opening the door to a world of imagination and emotion.
Samir and the Damned Mermaid. On the 71st night, under the new moon, silvering the palace dome, Scheherazade gently tilted her head, revealing her silky hair like a waterfall of silk. Her eyes, bright as the stars, contained wisdom and courage. Before her, King Shahryar was still awake, following every word as if bound by the invisible thread of Scheherazade's imagination. Scheherazade began, "Your Majesty, after the stories of the old men, of the merchants, and of the lost travelers who fell into a cruel fate. Tonight, I would like to tell a story, more strange than a dream, about a young man with a voice like an underground stream, and a mermaid who was turned into a human by a cruel curse. Once upon a time, when the stars still talked to the waves, in the city of Basra, located on the shore of the Persian Gulf, there was a young man named Samir. He was orphaned at a young age, living by singing. His voice was so strange that anyone who heard it felt their soul cleansed. People said Samir's voice, like a murmuring underground stream, hidden under the Rocky Mountains, clear and mysterious, made even the dry heart of a person sob. One full moon night, Samir sat on a rock by the sea, singing a song about loneliness, of a traveler. The waves gently lapped, as if to respond. Suddenly, from within the blue water, the figure of a young woman appeared, a girl with skin as bright as pearls, long hair shining like seaweed. She trembled, walking on weak legs, as if she had just learned to walk. It was the mermaid Layla, cursed to leave the sea, taking on human form for 7 years, until she found someone who knew how to listen to her heart. Samir looked at her. His heart trembled like the sound of an oud touching the strings. Layla spoke softly, her voice like the wind blowing through the waves. You called me with your song." Over the following days, Samir took Layla to live in his small hut by the sea. She did not know how to plow, did not know how to embroider, but in her deep blue eyes contained the eternal knowledge of the ocean. Layla told Samir about the kingdom under the sea, the red coral palace, the pearl torches, the dolphins pulling the chariot of the sea king, and the beautiful mermaids singing and causing ships to lose their way. But from then on, Samir learned about the curse. If Layla did not find someone who truly loved and protected her, after 7 years, she would turn into sea foam and disappear forever in the deep ocean. Samir took her hand, promising in his own singing voice that he would not let such a cruel fate happen to her. One day, a strange merchant came from Baghdad. His name was Zafir. He looked rich, wore a silk cloak. His eyes were sharp as a sword. At first glance at Layla, he was fascinated by a cruel plan. He whispered to the servant, "This girl is not an ordinary person. I smell the scent of the sea on her. If I can capture her, I will surely hold in my hands the treasures of the ocean." Zafir tried to seduce Samir, inviting him to sing at the lavish party. When Samir sang, the whole room seemed to turn into a stream. Everyone was immersed in dreams. But Zafir did not smile. He plotted to steal Layla. That night, when the moon was shining, he ordered his men to kidnap Layla. Samir discovered it and chased them all the way to the dock. A battle broke out. Some brandished their shining swords. Others had only their bare hands, and their voices were their weapons. Samir sang, the sound like crashing waves, making the soldiers stagger. The sword fell to the ground. Layla escaped from the ropes and ran to hug him. Samir shouted, "You will regret it! The sea will not forgive you." He jumped on the boat and disappeared into the darkness. After that battle, Layla became even more anxious. Every time the moon was full, pale blue streaks appeared on her skin, like fish scales. She burst into tears. "Dear Samir, I am gradually returning to my original form. If I do not find a way to break the curse, I will disappear." And so, Samir decided to set out to find the 1,000 Waves Pearl, a treasure rumored to be able to break all curses of the sea. Samir and Layla crossed the vast desert, where the golden sand was as vast as the dry sea. They met a lost caravan. Thanks to his underground singing voice, Samir guided them to find an oasis of survival. The leader of the caravan gave him an ancient map, showing where the 1,000 Waves Pearl was hidden, in the Coral Temple, at the end of the Southern Sea. To get there, they had to pass through the ancient town of ghosts, where at night the spirits of the dead, wearing helmets and carrying swords, walk the coconut groves that sing, each tree echoing, and whoever listens for long will lose their minds, the bloodthirsty whirlpools that swallow every ship. Finally, they reached the southern shore where the waves rolled. Samir and Layla dived. A dim light shone through the water, revealing a temple made of red coral, its pillars sparkling like gems. In the temple, there was a monster guarding it, Seraphis, half snake, half fish, eyes burning red like hellfire. It hissed, "Mortals, who gave you permission to enter this sacred place?" But Samir was not afraid. He sang. The sound was like an underground stream in the heart of the rock, penetrating the monster's soul. Seraphis trembled. His red eyes gradually softened, then bowed to let them pass. Deep in the temple, they found the 1,000 Waves gem emitting a blue light, like moonlight on the sea. Returning to Basra, Samir and Layla thought they had escaped. But Samir, the evil merchant, was waiting for them. He allied with the sea witches, created a storm, engulfing the entire city. A fierce battle broke out. Waves were as high as mountains. Thunder rumbled in the sky. Samir embraced Layla, lifted the gem high, and sang one last song, a song filled with love and noble sacrifice. The gem's light spread, tearing apart the storm. Samir and the witches, drawn into the vortex, disappeared completely. Layla knelt down, her feet glowing, her fish scales disappeared. She became a real person. Samir and Layla returned together, living in a small house by the sea. But their hearts were open, containing the ocean, and endless love. At this point, Scheherazade stopped, her eyes sparkling as she looked at King Shahryar. "Your Majesty," she smiled. "The story of the young man with the voice of a fountain and the mermaid has ended like that. But I still have another story, which also contains the secrets of the human heart, of greed and trials. And that is the story of Ali Khogia, the merchant of Baghdad. If your Majesty wishes to hear it, I will tell it tomorrow night." And so, amid the sounds of the waves and the songs, the young man and the mermaid found their happiness on earth. "But, your Majesty, Love is not the only miracle in this world. There are also bitter lessons about greed and justice. Please let me tell you tomorrow night about Ali Khojia, the merchant of Baghdad, a story full of intrigue, surprises, and magical justice.
The tale has come to an end, yet the magic of these legends lives on in your heart. Keep dreaming and spreading the wonder.